sorts.
Well, Stephen's had enough. He's actually buying his own house just at the end of this month.
Well, Stephen Murray, the current leader, and a chance to solidify his quest for his second Gravity Games gold medal in bike dirt. Here he goes, run number 2. And off to a solid start, Stephen Murray. Oh, but he doesn't get it. Stephen Murray implodes on the 360 backflip.
That could have been the run he needed had he pulled off that 360 backflip. But now he's going to have some real pressure coming into this third run.
Absolutely. When they average the best 2 runs, a chance for him to widen the gap. Still the current leader, Stephen Murray. And we saw Stephen Murray come off on the 360 backflip attempt. But just what happened to Stephen Murray, we're unsure at this point.
These guys can endure some serious pain. Most of these guys are riding out here in this contest with some painful injuries.
Well, here we are. We're going to take a look at what went wrong with this 360 backflip. And I could tell right from the start here, he does not have the rotation, and he knows it, so he bails out of the 360. Watch again from another angle. You'll see it. He does not initiate this enough. Right here, he's trying to look for that landing, does not get it, so he hits the eject button. And he didn't seem to have enough speed coming into this trick. You need a lot of speed to get that twist and flip happening. And again, just comes up short with the rotation.
Come on, Cleveland, give him a round of applause. These guys are going down.
So the bike dirt gold medalist from last year's Gravity Games facing difficulties in run number 2. And as expected, a very low score. So it will come down to his third run. The question remains, will he even be able to ride?
Out to Australia a few years ago. Of course, Ryan Nyquist, the inventor of the bar spin backflip, went there a few years ago and said, there's a kid down there who rips. And here he is now showing the other riders just what Ryan saw. And here's Ryan's reaction to that trick.
Really? That's first ever?
So the rider from Brisbane, Australia, Bohan, a 91.2, an improvement. These beautiful overhead pictures of the 2002 Gravity Games are brought to you courtesy of Sanyo and the Sanyo Lightship. Sanyo set to compete. And waiting to take his second run from Greenville, North Carolina, Allan Cooke. Talk about a rider who in the past year has just increased his intensity and his focus.
He's also increased his girth, man. He's looking like he's hitting the weights pretty hard. Thrown a trick on every jump. Very clean.
Yeah! Allan Cooke,
Truck driving a no-footed can-can.
virtually flawless on that second run.
And he is pumped because he knows he had all the ingredients for a solid run. Hit a trick, not only a trick, but a difficult trick on every jump. You could see the tail whip was thrown in the middle, and also he had the no-footed can-can truck driver as his final jump. So much going on in that trick. Here's a rider who now knows what it takes to battle the best in the sport. He's putting it all together, Pat.
And Allan Cooke, an improvement, 93.2. Cooke is quickly becoming a threat here in the bike dirt finals. But the question is, Stephen Murray, he was the leader after the first runs. He had that fall in the second. Let's go down to Robbie.
Well, Pat, all is not well with Stephen. As you see right here, he's having some thigh problems. He said just he made that turnaround, just like Kenna was talking about. He started cramping up. He said his legs started, cramping, but he couldn't do anything about it. That might be something why he didn't finish that last jump out there. They're looking for salt. They're looking for potassium. I don't know what's going to help him at this point other than stretching it out, and the medical crew are doing that right now. So it's not looking good for Stephen. Look at him. They're pumping anything in him right now. Get him going on potato chips. Whew.
Thanks a lot, Robbie. Looking back at Steven's second run where things came to a screeching halt.
Right, he claims that he was having a hard time coming out of that turn. He did not have enough speed. He said his leg cramped up on this straight, right out of the turn. And you can see that he was not able to get the speed and thus the rotation that he needs for this 360 backflip, so he just decided to pull the ripcord on it. It's such an elusive trick because you don't realize how much air you really need to complete a twist and a backflip.
Well, Stephen Murray does have a chance to come back if he can regain physical strength for his third and final run. Remember, it is the average of the best two runs. So here is the standings after the second runs. Remember, this order could change with the third and final runs. And there is your leader at the moment, Allan Cooke. Right now, let's go over to Gabby.
We'll be right back with the third and final runs, but up next we've got 4 riders racing down a hill on skateboards going up to speeds of 50 miles an hour.